Picture this. It's 1943, the height of World War II. The Allies are planning a massive invasion of Sicily, a crucial stepping stone to liberate Europe from Nazi control. But there's a huge problem. The Axis powers, Germany and Italy, know Sicily is the most logical target. The island is heavily fortified, and a direct assault would be a bloodbath. The Allies need a miracle, a way to convince the Germans that they're going to attack somewhere else entirely. What they came up with was one of the most audacious, bizarre, and brilliant deception plans in military history. This is the story of Operation Mincemeat. The idea was born in the brilliant and slightly eccentric minds of two British intelligence officers, Cholmondeley and Ewen Montagu. Their plan sounds like something straight out of a spy novel. They decided to plant a dead body carrying fake invasion plans off the coast of Spain, a country that was officially neutral but crawling with German spies. The hope was that these documents would fall into German hands and convince Hitler to move his troops away from Sicily. But first, they needed a body. This wasn't as simple as just grabbing any corpse. The body had to look like it belonged to a British officer who had died in a plane crash at sea. It needed to have died from drowning or hypothermia and been in the water for several days. After a difficult search, they found the body of a man named Glenwar Michael. He was a homeless man who had tragically died after ingesting rat poison. His cause of death was consistent with the cover story, and most importantly, he had no family who would come looking for him. For the sake of the mission, he was given a new identity. He became Captain, Acting Major William Martin of the Royal Marines. A complete persona was fabricated for Major Martin. His pockets were filled with the kinds of things a real person would carry. They gave him keys, ticket stubs from a London theater show, a letter from his father, a bill for an engagement ring, and even a slightly angry letter from his bank manager about an overdraft. The most personal touch was a photo of his beloved fiancée, Pam. Now for the most important part, the documents. A briefcase was chained to Major Martin's wrist. Inside, among some routine military paperwork, was a personal letter from one top British general to another. This letter was the bait. It casually mentioned that the Allies were planning to invade Greece and Sardinia, while Sicily was just a feint, a diversion to draw enemy attention away from the real targets. The letter was carefully crafted to be believable, containing just enough information to be tantalizing, but not so much as to raise suspicion. It was a masterpiece of misdirection. With the body prepared and the fake documents secured, the next phase was delivery. On April 30th, 1943, the British submarine HMS Seraph surfaced off the coast of Huelva in southern Spain. The crew gently released the body of Major Martin into the water, ensuring the currents would carry it toward the shore, where it would be found by a local fisherman. The officers on the submarine even recited a psalm as they committed the body to the sea. It was a solemn moment, the start of an incredible gamble. Everything now depended on the Spanish authorities and the German spies lurking in the shadows. As planned, the body washed ashore and was discovered. The local Spanish authorities were informed, and as expected, the news quickly reached the German Abwehr, their military intelligence service. The Germans in Spain were desperate to get their hands on the briefcase. They put immense pressure on the Spanish officials. At first, the Spanish were reluctant, but after a bit of diplomatic maneuvering and some carefully applied German influence, they allowed a German agent to borrow the documents. The agent quickly photographed the letters before they were returned to the British, who had been demanding them back to maintain the illusion. The British played their part perfectly, sending a flurry of urgent and coded messages demanding the return of the briefcase, making it seem incredibly important. This only confirmed the Germans' belief that they had stumbled upon something of immense value. The photographed documents were rushed to Berlin and landed directly on Adolf Hitler's desk. Despite some of his generals being skeptical, Hitler bought the deception hook, line, and sinker. He was utterly convinced that the main Allied attack would come at Greece and Sardinia. The results were immediate and dramatic. Hitler ordered the 1st Panzer Division, one of his best armored units, to be moved from France to Greece to prepare for the invasion. He sent 2 other panzer divisions to Sardinia. He also sent German torpedo boats from Sicily to the Greek islands. In total, he diverted tens of thousands of veteran troops away from Sicily, significantly weakening its defenses. The trap had been sprung. On July 9, 1943, the real invasion, Operation Husky, began. 150,000 Allied troops stormed the beaches of Sicily. They were met with much lighter resistance than they had feared. The German and Italian defenders were caught completely off guard. While the fighting in Sicily was still fierce and costly, the success of Operation Mincemeat undoubtedly saved thousands of Allied lives and shortened the campaign significantly. The island was conquered in just 38 days, opening up the Mediterranean and paving the way for the invasion of mainland Italy. After the war, Ewen Montagu wrote a book about the operation called The Man Who Never Was, which was later turned into a popular film. For decades, the true identity of the body remained a secret to protect the privacy of his family. It wasn't until 1996 that the name Glyndwr Michael was officially revealed. A new inscription was added to the tombstone of Major Martin in Spain, which now reads, Glyndwr Michael, served as Major William Martin, R.M. It's a tribute to the man who, in death, played a silent but crucial role in changing the course of the war. Operation Mincemeat stands as a testament to the power of ingenuity and deception in warfare. It shows how a few creative minds, a meticulously crafted lie, and a brave, anonymous man could fool an entire army and alter the destiny of a continent. It's a story that proves the old saying, the pen is mightier than the sword, especially when that pen is writing a fake letter attached to a dead body. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more incredible tales from history.